chapter 12. Yesterday I've completed chapter 12, fourth chapter, that is CWSN, Children with Special Needs. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can take the notes from or the video which is there. It is live. I think it is a recording form. It is there in your group itself. And I have sent some materials also, PDF. You can see there in your group. Okay, that is your pattern of new examination pattern. 30 marks, 30 questions are there this year. Okay. After deleting
Yes,
and
ma'am.
all, 30 questions are there. Out of 30 questions, all you have to attempt, out of 39 questions, you have to attempt 30 questions. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So only you are there or somebody else? Only you are there. Okay. I'll send you PDF also. You can subscribe my channel, that is in YouTube. Mrs. Mona Lisa के नाम से है. And today we will start with the new chapter, that is the 5th chapter. Okay. Fifth chapter is about the children and sports, women in sports. Okay. Children and women in sports. This is our 5th unit or 5th chapter. In this, we have to study. There are so many topics are omitted, but the topics are introduction about the motor development in children, then factors affecting motor development, then exercise guidelines at different stages of growth and development. Okay. This is the 3rd topic, and the 4th topic is about the adolescence education. Okay. And causes of posture, bad posture, posture, advantages of correct posture, causes of postural deformities and their corrective measures. Then in that, so many postures that occurs due to bad sitting, standing and walking. And next one is we have to study about the sports participation of women in India, then menarche, dysfunction, what the problems they facing the problems, the generally the women, they face the problem during the sports activities and all. Then menstrual dysfunction, female athlete trait. This is our last female athlete trait. We have to study about the disorders of eating. That is, so many disorders of eating are there. That is bulimia nervosa and anorexia nervosa, like that. These are the eating disorders. And we have to study under female traits are, that is amenorrhea, osteoporosis. Okay, these are the things we have to study about the ladies, and some other activities also that occurs, and they face so many problems during the participation of physical activities. These are the total topics which we have to cover in our 6th chapter. And because due to COVID, there are so many chapters, in so many chapters there are topics are being omitted, topics are being deleted, and I have also sent the deleted and revised portion along with the question and answer, which is being given by the CBSE in the form of PDF. Okay, so today we will start with the children and sports in women in sports, children and women in sports. Today we will study about the motor development and factor affecting it. What is motor development? Okay, motor development are of 2 types. One is gross motor development, another one is fine motor development. Here motor development only happens when child is biologically and mentally prepared for it. Due to this, they indulge they indulge so many and various activities they used to perform in this. Okay. And motor development is related to the other activities or smooth and coordination of movement. Motor development refers to development of child bones, muscles, and ability to move around the and manipulate their environment. This is motor development. In this also we can say that they learn how to sit, stand, walk, and run, etc. Okay, these are the different activities they used to perform in motor development. Next comes, there are two types of motor development. First one is gross motor development, another one is fine motor development. Gross motor development, it involves development of large or big muscles in child's body. Okay, these big muscles help them to stand, sit, jump, etc. These are known as gross motor development. Hello. Hello. Tarun. Manish.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Manishi Kumari, she has joined. The next one is, next form of motor development is fine motor development. Fine motor development, it involves development of small muscles as well as uh, small muscles like, especially we can say hands and fingers muscles in the body. These muscles help them to do fine works like suppose if you throw a ball, catching the ball, throwing the ball, picking, kicking, dancing, balancing, skill perfection, writing, etc. These are the form of fine motor development. Next topic is factors which affect the motor development. What are the factors that affect motor development? There are so many factors. Among them, the first one is parents and heredity. Now, as children gets genes from the parents as heredity, thus motor development follows the same pattern as their parents have. Therefore, parents and heredity. Second point is nutrition. Now, nutritious food promotes good motor development. Child becomes stronger and healthy with good diet, thus improves the motor development. Third point is immunization. Here, immunization, if mother and the child are both immunized at proper time, it leads to good motor development. The next comes environment. Clean and safe environment, natural environment is healthy and good for motor development activities. Then comes fifth point is psychological feedback and motivation. That means children should be motivated and encouraged to perform physical activities by motor development, by which motor development could be improved. Sixth point is disability and disease. Here, disability and disease affects motor development. It reduces perfection in motor skills, whereas what do you call it, ability, whereas healthy person gains factors of motor development, faster motor development. Healthy person gains faster motor development. Now, regular practice. This is another point. Everybody knows that with regular practice, motor development can be improved, perfection can be gained. That is in every field. Next point is body weight. Body weight is a very most important factor. That is, overweight and obese children have less motor development, whereas healthy child has more skill perfection. Now, next comes our mental ability. Here, motor development depends upon mental level. Thus, small children have less perfection. Next point, gender or sex differences. The differences in genders, that is boys and girls, that is also an important factor of motor development because their physiological differences are more. Next comes rest and relaxation. Proper rest and relaxation should be considered, otherwise motor development is affected. Then proper training. For motor development, proper training is or proper coaching is very important. Of motor skills are very important. Then interest and attitude. The interest and attitude of the child is the one of the factors for motor development. That means if the person is not having or the child is not having any interest in any work and that work is being forcefully done by him, then there will not be any type of perfection or any type of improvement. Last but not least, multi activities. What are the multi activities? Regular, multi and various types of activities helps to develop good motor skills. So we have completed 3 topics, that is what is motor development, what are the types of motor development and factors affecting motor development. 4th topic is exercise guidelines at different stages of growth and development. Here in exercise guidelines, we have to cover babyhood, growth and development from birth to 1 year. This is one stage of growth and development. Another one, infancy growth development from 1 to 2 years. Then early childhood growth and development 2 to 6 years. Later childhood growth and development 7 to 12 years. Then adolescence growth and development from 13 to 19 years. Or some people, they used to, in some other books, it has been given that it is 12 to 19 years, according to the, and at last the adulthood. So what happened, according to the growth and development, the children, they perform the activities and the development of the body takes place. What are the important format of the activities we have to see? In this, first one is infancy under 2 years. Infancy period. That is, infancy period is the first stage of the growth and development. In this, what happened? The development, growth and development starts from the birth itself, before the birth itself. That is, when the child is inside, infant is inside the womb of the mother, especially the birth, and follows progressive and subsequent pattern from top to bottom. Now next comes the baby. Firstly learns to move and progress, but control is missing. That is, gross motor development takes place. It happens generally when the child is inside the womb. It happens primarily at neck, shoulder, arms, hands, legs. Fine motor development is missing, like control over the fingers, over the muscles, etc. What are the activities of babyhood? Gross motor development is primarily concerned with the development. Okay. Parents, especially the mother, play considerably with the baby, role for the development of the baby and motor skills such as crawling, sitting, standing, walking, rolling, etc. Parents should provide healthy diet, clean and safe environment, proper vaccination and immunization should be done. These are the things which be done, and these are the development stage in the infancy to 2 years. Then comes infancy growth and development from 1 to 2 years. This is also known as toddler stage. Toddler stage means in this age, gross motor skill is primarily concerned. Parents should provide healthy diet and some playful environment, gross motor development. They should check the growth and development of the child, and they should consult the doctor for the same. And the activities which is done by the infant is, the activities of infant are crawling, standing, sitting, walking, rolling, okay, bending, stepping, block building, etc. The infant should take sufficient rest and sleep along with vaccination. Parents should provide them safe and clean, hygienic environment. The next stage is early childhood growth and development, that is from 2 to 6 years. In this stage, the main concern is about to develop the gross motor components along with the fine motor development. The child should be provided healthy playful area and special care should be given to diet, environment, their baby's moral values, recreational activities, etc. And what are the activities for early childhood? The activities are gross motor development. Activities are good in this age like running, throwing, kicking, catching, tricycles, ride, ladder, then climbing, hopping, wide stepping, etc. And some other rational activities with ball, hopping, rope jumping, fun games, calisthenics, calisthenic exercises. Calisthenic exercises are nothing but free hand exercises, are good for the coordinating activities for this age group. Then next stage is the fourth stage, later childhood growth and development, that is 7 to 12 years. In this stage, childhood and gross motor development activities are performed. Activities for later childhood. The activities like yoga asanas, gymnastics, athletics, and swimming are good sports activities. For the age group, ball games like football, basketball, handball, volleyball, etc. are helpful. Racket games like badminton, table tennis, and tennis also help to develop fine motor development skills. Calisthenic exercises and rhythmic exercises are help to attain motor development along with physical fitness and teamwork. Now, the fifth stage is adolescence growth and development, that is from 13 to 19 years. This period is delicate period and very challenging for the parents. Sex difference is prominent and brings sex consciousness in this stage. Adolescence age causes many changes related to physical, social, and psychological activities which are done by the for the adolescents are: adolescents need good diet, heavy physical workout, creative
activities. The team games should be encouraged. Teenagers should be motivated to develop moral values, controlling the emotions, proper use of finances, etc. These are the main things which is done by the adolescents. Now, your next topic is posture. Now, common postural deformities. What is posture? Posture is the specific body position. It may be static or dynamic, such as sitting, standing, lying, walking, running, reading, etc. There are different views about posture. According to physical educationists, posture is a tool of mechanical efficiency of body which causes minimum stress to muscles. Moreover, maximum output of physical efficiency can be attained. And according to doctors, posture is soundness of physiological balance of body. Now, there are different types of postures. There is correct. What are the correct standing posture? Standing is one of the most common activities which can improve the human race from quadruped, that is four-legged, to biked, two-legged. It provides statistic and dynamic actions to humans. The correct standing posture is held without any senses of effort. Standing is the position in which the body is held in upright. Next, the correct standing posture is held without the sense of effort. Standing is the position in which the body is held in upright position and supported only by the feet. In correct standing posture, feet apart about 4 to 6 inches roughly from the shoulder width. Feet should be parallel to each other and balance evenly on both foot. One should stand straight and erect. Next comes correct walking posture. In walking posture, feet stretches, pushes the ground, and then the weight is transferred on the toes. This is called heel-toe action. Walking should look smooth, efficient, and graceful. The next one, correct sitting posture. In correct sitting posture, the backbone should be correct so that natural curve should be visible. The upper region of backbone should be straight against the back of the chair. Head should be in a line with hip and shoulder. The arm should be balanced and the waist should touch the back of the chair. The thigh should be in straight line resting on the seat of chair, and the legs should rest vertically on feet. These are the 3 types of postures: standing, sitting, and correcting. Now, next one is advantages of correct posture. There are many advantages of correct posture. First point, attractive physical appearance. Second point, improves health balance or health status. Next, psychological balance. Then, leisure strain and pain over joints. Improves social status. Better functioning of body system. Improves appetite. Reduces postural deformities. Better skill perfection. Better selection of players. Optimum physical efficiency. Good body balance. These are the advantages of good posture. Now, causes of bad posture. Some are environmental causes and other may be due to heredity. Bad posture causes many health problems. It reduces the physical output and efficiency to a great extent. The lead of psychological stress, bad looking, less social acceptance, etc. It is the major cause of many postural problems like kyphosis, round shoulder, lordosis, scoliosis, knock knees, bow legs, flat foot, etc. Bad posture can easily be corrected and prevented if early steps are taken. There are general causes of bad posture, which are first one, accident, then disease, due to lack of natural diet, then wrong postural habits, improper treatment, then psychological stress, lack of sufficient strength, age factor, poor eyesight, bad shoes or clothing. These are the main causes of bad posture. Now, next topic is postural deformities and their corrective measures. Postural deformities. Postural deformities reduce the efficiency of individual to great extent. The cause may more than or more health problems. These can easily be corrected or prevented if early steps are taken. There are some of the postural deformities. They are knock knees, flat foot, round shoulders, lordosis, kyphosis, bow legs, scoliosis, etc. So, children, in our next class, we will study these postural deformities in detail. In these postural deformities, it is divided into two parts. The first part is postural curvatures, that is, which is related to spinal curvatures, spine. The postural deformities which is related to spine, that is kyphosis, lordosis, scoliosis, round shoulder. These are the four which is related to spinal cord. Okay. Manishi Kumari, Tarun. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we will stop today here itself.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, rest all we can continue in our next class. I'll be sending you this video, fifth chapter video, fourth and fifth PDF I will send you today. Okay. बाकी recording में रहेगा, आप लोग देख लेना.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all of you.